And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Today, our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boog. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Aaron Nola. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
All right, ready to get underway. And the batter now, Jake Fraley. That one finds the corner, and away we go this afternoon. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Matt McClain getting ready to hit. First offering misses badly for ball one.
I think one of my favorite things about Nola is his consistency, Boog. I mean, we talk about his strikeout numbers and everything else, but the fact he's able to produce the way he does, start after start, makes him a valuable piece for any team he plays for. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 2-1. And that's fouled off. And that one missing low. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So a man aboard and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz.
The Reds signed Elly in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors.
Runner takes off. Foul ball there. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Elly was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
In there safely. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2.
Tyler Stevenson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Nola fires. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Stepping in, Tyler Stevenson. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. McLean at second. Candelario on at first with 2 down.
Ball 1.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that's in for a strike. 2-2. Way high. TJ Friedel in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 left on. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Starting on the mound in this one, Nick Lodolo.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Trey Turner leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering upstairs.
Ball, that's in.
In there at the knees for a strike. Comes a 2-2. And downstairs. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
In the air, left field. Fraley getting an angle on it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, JT Realmuto.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Fouled off. He was late. One away with a runner at third. And a foul ball. And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
That one the other way. And foul ball. No score here, but a runner at third with one down. That one just misses, and the count's full.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge.
Out to short. Fires over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? 2 out, space is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Kyle Schwarber blasts one out the other way. His 21st of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Harper now. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 2nd. Now at the plate, TJ Friedl. Friedl launched a homer in his most recent game.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fastball is outside. Next pitch is outside. That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Rhys Hines, the next to hit for the Reds. Hines measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Christian Encarnacion Strand in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Encarnacion Strand with a homer in his last game. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two outs. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
That's the third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom half of inning number 2, and now it is JT Realmuto. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a big swing and a miss. Throw to first. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. There's the strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Weston Wilson now at the plate. Strike 1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Fouled off left side. Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slur. And now it's Jose Siri. That clips the corner. That one ripped, but foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering misses, and the count 1-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back to the top of the lineup, Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Doubled his first time. On the ground, right side. Boots it. Still fires to first. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out. So bases all loaded up. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Fly to left his first time. That misses. 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that will drop foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Sosa on third. Siri over at second. Turner over at first with 1 away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the power speed combo. Tony Ruiz. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. That's in there. Strike 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Nola back to work.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Hit on the ground to short. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Seeing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley. And that misses. And that's ball one. And that is out of play. Falling behind 2-1. And that one is in for a strike. One down, base is empty.
3-2.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Schwarber under it and makes the grab. That's out number 2. Two down, base is empty. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Reds down in order. Still down 3-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. And first offering is fouled off.
Yep, that ball went out.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And a good eye there.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one almost got him.
Strike.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now here is Jeimer Candelario. Walked his first time. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Runner.
There goes Elly. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And there's a foul ball. De La Cruz stands at second with no outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man at second. That one missed.
2-2 the count. The count is full.
In the dirt. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, catcher Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
That one fouled off. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Friedel stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Out to short. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 4th, now Edmundo Sosa. First pitch just misses. Foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Fraley makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting.
And here is Weston Wilson. His first at bat was a strikeout. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Close, but called a ball. It's 2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got it. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Siri, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
In the air, out towards right center. Hines on the move to the alley. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Them don't know me, word to Romy and Naomi. Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, it's flaming, it's all gas. Breaking down the
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
When their hands was out, hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch me catapult to the top since 9-8. Had the baddest flow, look and watch. I done seen everybody through their eras. Def Jam, Death Row, Bad Boy, Rockefeller. You get the picture.
And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
So digging in, Christian Encarnacion Strand. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at-bat.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Check swing, and he went. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 gone, runner at first. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Pitch misses. Ball one. Steer
Ball one,
in
no
his
strike.
third season. 27 years old. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
And that one fouled off. Encarnacion Strand, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Next
That's a
one
ball.
misses. The count now 2
2
and
balls,
2.
2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Ruiz nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder Jake Fraley.
So the batting order turns over. Next for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Outside low. And the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Just off the inside edge. This to third. They take the force out. That ends the frame. Reds leave one. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Trey Turner.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Movement in the bullpen. Sam Moll up and throwing for Terry Francona. Barlow warming up as well. And the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
And no one can get there. And the leadoff man aboard. Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Nick Lodolo won't go any further. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. New pitcher for the Reds, Scott Barlow.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So up next, Alec Bohm. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's ball 2.
Runner at first with no outs
2-0.
here. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3. Here's a big power threat, Tony Ruiz. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. They say when.
0-1.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. The turn by McClain at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
From the mud, I'm talking about the slums from a city where it's wicked. Most people scared to come, scared to box. They're running, get they from the area. Was all about the funds, put my people on. Now it's division, everybody in competition on the same mission.
Nola back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Schwarber fires it in quickly, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Schwarber pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Orion Kerkering appears to be getting loose. Alvarado getting cranked up as well. 1 out and a runner at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. The next pitch misses. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And that one missing low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Schwarber settles under it. Out number 2.
Now batting catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. McLean on at second with 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. He gets there with the slide, and they get the out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch misses. And another ball. And it's fouled away.
Ball, that pitch is out.
In for a strike, and now it's 3-2.
Count is 3-2.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 away. Here comes Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. And ball 1.
1-0.
And that's off the
inside.
inside edge. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find a zone.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
JT Realmuto steps in. His righty-lefty splits there. That's outside, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. He's hitting well here at Citizens Bank Park, which is more of a hitter's park. In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Encarnacion Strand makes the catch. And that is that. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kerkering.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
So digging in, TJ Friedl. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Rhys Hines. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Yeah, there's the strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him swinging.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, double play, and the inning is over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tony Santillan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. And there's a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
That's too low. And 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Siri
Ball,
in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit in the air, right field. Hines makes the catch, inning over.
Check it out. Yo, come back to base, the freak lines, the blast jazz tunes, it's the rush, don't switch the roof. From into any stage, I take shit up, I'm in and place, yo, so never step to this or catch on like the rest.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Alvarado.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And that one pulled foul. Pitch misses. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2
Activity
strikes,
in the bullpen. Matt Strom, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Believe me, it's only
Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain. There's a strike. Alvarado, in his 9th season, he features a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And that is strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
De La Cruz at the plate now. That's ball 1. Smoked on the ground a second. And the Reds go 1-2-3.
Slow burn like an arm rash. Your slick burn rubber like a bar match. Country boy bonfire like a barn bash. City slick burn rubber like a tarmac. Push the button on you haters, hit the thrust.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sam Moll.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Alec Bohm digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. That catches the outside corner, and that is strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That misses,
that's a ball.
And it's 1-2.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and it goes just foul. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Number 17.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Tony Ruiz. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next pitch misses way outside. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Emilio Pagan up and throwing for Terry Francona. One down, base is empty. Left field. Fraley should have it. 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Started after it. Appeal to third. Didn't go. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
2 outs. Gets the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they lead it 3-0. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Matt Strom.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. That one misses. Ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Just missed. That one misses. Ball 3. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's through there for a strike. Strom, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Foul ball there. Ripped on a line. Series makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
The Reds down to their final strike.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.